Today in Paralives, we'll be building 4 entire townhouses inspired by the 4 main BRATZ girls, Cloe, Sasha, Jade, and Yasmin. These are the girls with the passion for fashion. They set trends, break rules, and express themselves with an unapologetic gratitude. They've got everything from their iconic doll line, to shows and movies, to video games, including my favorite, BRATZ Rock Angels, which I played through in its entirety on this channel last year. So let's start off by building our shell in Paralives. I'm building on this corner lot here so that I can build my townhouses facing the road this way. So we'll build them one at a time, and the first one will be for Cloe. I'll tell you a little bit more about them when we go inside to furnish, but Chloe's favorite color is blue. So we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna take my wall tool and I'm building without the grid far over to the corner of the lot. These are gonna be decently sized, so I'm gonna bring this over to about 5 tiles. And for now, I'm just gonna build a rectangle shape and we can add on to it afterwards. So I'm gonna add a floor. We'll go right on top like this. And actually, I think they're gonna be 3 floors, so we'll go all the way up like that. I think it'll look boring if they're just boxy the entire time. So I'm just building a little bump out here like this. And then I'm gonna carry that up to the 3rd floor too. Each of the BRATZ girls has a different logo and it goes along with their nickname. So I'm gonna be grabbing the colors for each townhouse from their logos. So just use the eyedropper tool to grab this color for Cloe. We'll copy that hex code. Then I'm adding the swatch onto the color wheel in Paralives. And now Chloe's townhouse will match her blue logo. I also want their logos to be on their houses, kind of like giving off a sorority townhouse vibe. So I'm taking this round picture frame, I'm gonna size it up, and I'm gonna change the frame over to white. I've gone in and uploaded all of their logos in here, so somewhere on this townhouse and on each of them, we're gonna have the BRATZ logos. Like maybe if we roof it, if I bring this out and over the bump out, and we raise the pitch up a little bit, this could be where we add the logo. So I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna use the toggle tool to bring that up into the roofing. And there we go, it's just gonna sit there like that. We may as well finish off the rest of this roofing. So I'm gonna add another roof piece like this and we'll lower it down. And I think I will actually bring this out a little bit more just so it looks a little more interesting from the side view. Okay, main part's looking cute. I need to add a foundation though, because I love when townhouses have those steep stairs leading up to them. So I'm gonna grab a hold of the wall and I'm actually gonna raise it up a tiny bit. And then I'm gonna click on the middle so I can get the flooring, and I'm gonna raise that up a little bit too. Now we can see we've got a separation between those 2 walls, and we can change this below to be our foundation. Now I can also grab a fence and we can bring out a little patio, but same thing, we're gonna have to click on the flooring and bring that up to meet the line that I made before. All right, I've got my front porch looking cute. I also added a little bit of trim, and I do want to go in and add some columns just so we can see more of the edge. So I've got those on there. I'm gonna bring them up to the top, and I'm just adding them on each of the corners like that. For windows, I feel like it would look nice if we had some shutters on this front part, so I'm gonna add some here like this, and I'm just adjusting them so that it fits the space a little bit better. For the front door, we can use this all white one. I think that's cute for a townhouse. And then to match the shape of it, I'm gonna use these windows, but I want to make them a little bit more narrow so that I can fit them onto this space here at the side. For some cute details, I think we could add some fairy lights. And I'm also adding some window boxes onto these windows, and in there I can add some matching blue flowers, and these are also going to match her logo. Okay, so for now we have Chloe's townhouse all complete. I still have to add some things like landscaping, and I might add a little bit more later going on the porch, but for now this is what hers looks like, and this is going to be the blueprint for the rest of them. So I'm going to keep this going and basically do the same thing that I just did. This one's just going to be a little bit further back, but I'm going to keep with the same 5 tile measurement. I'll make this one a tiny bit different in shape, but this one is going to be for Sasha. So she's got the bunny logo. We'll grab that hex code, and I'll use the same stone wallpaper here too to keep it cohesive. So this is what I did for Sasha. It's basically the same thing, but I added a little roofing bit here, and I also wanted to go in with more modern windows for her. She's got more of like a modern cool girl street style, so I figured the more modern windows would make sense for Sasha. I carried on with the same process for the remaining townhouses, which were for Jade and Yasmin. I also went in and did some landscaping flipping around, and I matched the flowers to each of their colors too. All right, so we've got our BRATZ Townhouses complete on the outside. Now we get to go in and furnish the interiors. And let's start all the way over here to the left with Cloe. So Chloe's nickname is Angel. She loves animal prints, sparkling fabrics. Her favorite color again is blue and turquoise. She loves beauty and makeup, but she's also very athletic, and she also has the Drama Mama nickname. So these are all going to be pretty much laid out the same. On the bottom floor, we'll have the front entry. We're going to have a kitchen and dining room and a bathroom in the back. The second floor is going to be where we'll have the living rooms and seating areas. And then up top is where we're going to have all of their bedrooms. And I do want to incorporate a lot of closets into this. So starting out with the kitchen wallpaper, I'm going to go with this lighter blue tile, and I'm going to change up the wood slightly. I'm going to go with this light brown. Obviously, all of these need to be trendy. They need to be fun. So I'm first laying out the things I know we're going to need, like our kitchen essentials. I'm taking these counters and I'm going to make a slightly smaller one on the edge. And I guess I could bring that all the way over, and I'll bring in my archway so I can add a tiny spot over here for more prep. I downloaded these fun shaped shelves recently, and I feel like these could be cute for a little shelving area. I'm going to adjust them. I will be using custom content for this video because I just know Bratz would be custom content girlies. There's some cute things we can add on the shelf, like this star candle. Ooh, and I downloaded all of this heart-shaped custom content for kitchen clutter. Like, how cute is this little tiered rack and this casserole dish? I'm gonna just customize it a little bit, changing up the lid color and the little trim on there. There's also this little heart mug set. Like, that is so cute. We'll add 4 of them, of course. Ooh, and I can change up each one so it matches every girl's signature color. Are you really besties if you don't have your own mug at your friend's house? Like, those are so cute. We can get a little apron on this side. I also still need a sink, and I know we have tile on the wallpaper, but what if I tried to make a fun tile? I've seen people use the custom picture in Paralives, and then you can come and find some random tile print. For some reason, I feel like some of these more glossy looking ones could look more realistic, so I inputted that into my game, and now I've got this tile option that I can use for my backsplash. I'm gonna have to change my wallpaper, but I think that's gonna look good. I do have the option to pull it across, but I feel like that's gonna make it not look as nice. So I'm just gonna line them up and place them beside each other, and then I'll change the wallpaper in here so it's something a little bit more plain. And now we've got our own little custom tile work in there. I'm loving how this looks so far. I am gonna keep cluttering this way. I have so much fun adding clutter in this game. It's just so easy. We are gonna be seeing a lot of these fairy lights today. For lighting over the kitchen, I'm gonna go with this one. And I also like turning it to nighttime in Paralives just to make sure everything is still bright enough at night. This is also where you can come in and change the lighting colors so you can get some funky colors at night too. We still need a dining table in this one, and I don't know if I should place it facing this way. That might work a little bit better for spacing, and then I can place my chairs like that. One thing I'm really missing in Paralives is a fluffy rug. Oh wait, maybe I could make one. Yeah, okay, I just found this fluffy pattern. This is probably not gonna look the best, but I have that rug mod where you can customize your own rug pattern. And I mean, is it perfect? No, absolutely not. I actually might change it to the animal print instead anyway, but I'll save this and we can put it upstairs in the living room for now. I also really like if your rug doesn't fit perfectly, you can go in with the toggle tool and fix it manually. So that way, every time you're gonna have a perfect fitting rug for your dining table. We are gonna set the table with some adorable little heart plates. We can do some flowers for a centerpiece. I added some curtains there to pull that area together. I made the Bratz logo in this turquoisey blue. I can also add her logo here on this wall. And over in this corner, I want to add a small coffee station. I want to use the same cabinets, but they're a little too wide for the door placement. So I'm just bringing them in using the toggle tool, and I'm going to place them in the back like this. So that way it still matches, and I can place some coffee clutter over here. So we have Chloe's kitchen. I'm obsessed with the cute heart stuff, the color in here, and the tile on the backsplash. That trick ended up looking so good. I didn't really expect that shine to look as good in game, but it turned out looking really cute. I'm gonna be using that hack a lot. From here, we can probably go and do the bathroom. Maybe here we can use that tile that I was going to use before. And this is just gonna be a small bathroom, like just with a toilet and a sink, and we can do another one upstairs. And I also decided I needed to be making more art. So I've been in Illustrator just trying to make anything I could. It's nothing special. I've really just been playing around with like their logos and their nicknames, and I'll probably make more as we go just so I have more things to put up on the walls. And see, like in the frame, I think it's gonna look cute, especially just like in a bathroom. Is it the most groundbreaking creative art you've ever seen? No, but it's gonna work. I also did add this little ladder shelf, and on there I just added a few little beauty items. There are some jars and some extra toilet paper on there. And Paralives must have gotten a little update recently because I noticed there are hand towels in the game now, and I'm like 99% sure these were not here before. But there we go, we just have a small bathroom for now. We're gonna have a bigger one when we go upstairs, but for now we just have this simple one. I did also pull together this hallway by the entryway. Look at all this shelf clutter. This is a custom shelf that I downloaded. I thought this little nightlight was so adorable, and I tried to match some of the colors to her blue on here as well. There's also a big mirror here on the other side, so when she walks in or when she's about to leave, she can check out her outfit. Coming upstairs, this is going to be our living room space. And I actually did make a little bit of a platform area over here, which was super easy. You can do it in the same way that you make foundations. So you just have to close off a room by placing a wall, and then you just click anywhere in the middle of the room, and you can use this arrow in the center to bring the room up or down. And I think it would be fun to include some of their music stuff over here. So I'm just gonna add a poster of them right here for now. We can add some instruments. I think I'm gonna add a couple guitars. In their band, BRATZ Rock Angels, a lot of them have like red guitars, I think. So we need one of those. I also want to include a keyboard, and they need to add a microphone in Paralives. I'm sure they probably will eventually, but it's funny that we have a triangle before we have our microphone. I'm gonna fill this back area here with some plants. I recently downloaded these glow wall stickers that look like the little stars that you used to put on your ceiling at night. Let me know if anyone remembers these or knows what I'm talking about. You would put these glow-in-the-dark stars on your ceiling, and then by the time you went to bed, they would be bright and glowing. You could watch them as you fall asleep. That's what these reminded me of, so they're gonna go on the wall. I wonder if I could get them on the ceiling. I'm sure I could play around with the toggle tool and get them up there. That would be really cute. I also recently downloaded this really cute, like Frutiger arrow inspired lamp. It has these fish in it and bubbles. I don't think it's actually functional in live mode. Let's try. No, it's not. I was hoping the fish would move around or the bubbles or something, but that's okay. I'm gonna customize the color of it, and I'm going to put that in the corner. So for now, we've got our little music set up. On this wall here, I'm gonna add a bookshelf and we can size it up. And then this is where I wanted to use our super fake fluffy rug. I have this love seat I'm gonna add on the edge. I feel like the edges are what's making it look more fake, so I'm gonna try and cover them up as much as I can. I'm gonna add a table right here. And again, I'm going for that Y2K style, so I want to use like a bulky TV. I was looking through the catalog and I was really hoping to find magazines. I didn't find any though. I found a bunch of like comic books, sketch pads, but not really any magazines. So instead, I'm just gonna add some notepads, maybe some books around. I want this to be like the sleepover spot. Like we can add some slippers here, a lot of few pairs, and I'm gonna scatter things just on the ground, like laptops, I guess. This could be where the girls edit for the magazine. There's this really cute heart side table we can add. I'll size down a lamp on there. We can add some of my custom artwork in the corner. So far, it's looking pretty cute, but I do want to have a vanity somewhere, and I am planning on building a whole walk-in closet up here, so I want to make sure I have room for it. So I'm going to use this heart desk here as my vanity, and then I'm going to be cluttering this up here with a bunch of beauty clutter. So this is how our living room turned out for Chloe. There is something about the nighttime lighting I love. I feel like it looks so homey in here, especially for a cute little sleepover situation. I love this. Then of course over here we've got our vanity filled up with makeup, and let's go finish off this townhouse with the bedroom. So I sectioned the third floor off into 3 parts. We're gonna have the walk-in closet, the bedroom area, and then we're gonna have the bathroom. I've been loving making custom closets in Paralives because it's so easy. Like I'm just using regular kitchen counters and I'm gonna pull them across so they fit. I am building this in a little bit of an awkward room, but what I'm gonna do is use some columns. And in between there, I wanna add some shelving. So I'm just gonna place this random shelf in between there, but I want to adjust it because I want it to fit nicely right in between the columns. So I'm just gonna move this back a little bit, and I'm gonna go in and add a couple of these. Then on those shelves, I can go in and add some folded up clothes. And I'm actually gonna make this a little bit smaller of an area because I want to place some of these clothing racks right in here. I think this rack maybe has some better options. Like I see a little skirt on there and a dress. So I just put the one clothing rack in there like that, and then we're gonna take the other one, I'll put it directly on top, and then I'll raise it up so it's gonna be right on top of the other one, but that bottom part won't be showing. Now we can basically just do the same thing thing on this side, we can add the columns. I think I'll add some more longer shelving here this time, and we can do another clothing rack down here along the bottom. We could even finish this space off with a nice shelf like this up top. And I downloaded a bunch of custom shoe clutter, and this way I can place a bunch of different custom shoes without it getting too repetitive. On this wall, I'm just making an entire shoe cabinet, and these white shelves have been the perfect fit for our shoes. So this is how the walk-in closet turned out with all of the clutter added. I love the little shelf over here with the folded clothes. On this side, there's a big mirror with a poof, and you can now upload your own images onto the skateboard decals. So I added some of Chloe in her outfit. So I feel like the rest of her house has had kind of like a dreamy aesthetic, and I'm gonna try and keep that going in the bedroom. I matched the blanket to her blue, and I keep using this circle mirror for her because her nickname is Angel and it reminds me of the halo. So I'm gonna put that above her bed, and I think I'm gonna surround it with some of these stars as well. The moon one is cute too. We can put that up top. I'm debating giving her more of the heart end tables for the nightstands, but I just found this heart dresser. It's very tiny. We're gonna size that up. I actually don't really know where I'm gonna put that. She already has a full walk-in closet. Like, do we really need this oversized heart dresser? No, but maybe I'll save it. Maybe I'll put it in Sasha's room for now. I did find these heart shelves, and I was thinking about using these instead. I'm not sure if they look weird going around the bed like that though. Ooh, I could use the custom circle rug and use her Angel logo on it, but I just realized hers kind of looks like a mustache. Like with it just underneath there without the halo, that's a mustache. Okay, we're not doing it. I'm adding one shelf in the corner, a stand-up mirror here like this. There's also a custom tapestry we can add. Oh wait, my little custom art is gonna work on this. For the nightstands, I'm just gonna use these ones here. This is actually reminding me that I really need to do my own bedroom renovation, or a makeover I should say. It's kind of the last room in the house that didn't really get a makeover when we moved in. So I'm thinking, what if I try to do like a video where I used Paralives or The Sims to try and like recreate my bedroom, or like do the makeover in the game and then try and transfer it into real life. I don't know, I feel like that would be fun. At the end of the bed here, I'm just placing an ottoman. So this is what our bedroom turned out looking like. And then I just started working here on the bathroom. I've got one of the big walk-in showers, and I was just going in to add a mirror. I wanted this big double sink area so I can clutter it all up with makeup. So this is going to be a massive mirror over the sinks. And then I've added this light, and I'm going to bring that across, and I did not know it added more lights when you do that. That was pretty satisfying. Wait, I wonder if I can have them like trace around the mirror. If I use the toggle tool, I can rotate them. I just need to make sure it's straight. Oh, I have to be sure of the spot because I can't move it after I've done that, but I can rotate it like this. Oh, I guess I can move it around with the tool, and then I can use the arrows to bring it down like this. That's so cool. This is the first time I've used this tool to rotate an item like that. I don't know if we really need one at the bottom, but there we go. We've got vanity lights going around our bathroom mirror. Now I've got this little spot I can add a toilet. I can also add some towels. Finally, I'm so happy they added this in an update. I downloaded this fluffy rug. I'm going to use that as my bath mat, and I'm going to make this bathroom look like she was getting ready for a night out, like, and just left it. Makeup all over the counter, brushes everywhere. It's just like a scattered mess. And there we go. We've got Chloe's super messy makeup-filled vanity. Our bathroom is all complete, and that means Chloe's entire townhouse is done. Next, we're moving on to Sasha's townhouse. Sasha's nickname is Bunny Boo, and her favorite color is red. She loves hip-hop and R&B, old school styles, and new funk. She works part-time at the radio as a DJ, and she's a music editor in BRATZ magazine. So I've already gone ahead and picked some wallpaper for Sasha. I love this dark red with like the dark brown flooring, and now I'm on the hunt for some more tile. Oh, these burgundy ones could be really pretty. I'm gonna try and use these right here. I'm gonna section the tile off with a column, and I want to go more on the modern side for Sasha, so I'm gonna use these cabinets and we'll pull those across like that. I'm extending those tiles over a little more so I can fit my fridge here. We'll add a sink right there, and I think I'll just add my oven in here like that. I'm adding this art here in the corner. We could also add some cookbooks here. I'm gonna add some funky lights in here. That tile hack is such a game changer. We actually even have room here to add a little island, so I'm just gonna pull that across. And then at the island, I'm adding these stools. Even though they're not functional right now, I think they match the vibe we've got going so far. Ooh, wait, the Rock Angels red in that poster is perfect for the kitchen. On the table here, I'm gonna add a laptop with some headphones. And then there actually still is enough room in here to include a little bit of a seating area. Like we really could get a TV in here too. I would also love to have a record player in this room. I feel like since she's the one who loves music the most, she's gonna need a speaker of some kind in every room. The Rock Angel stuff works so good in this room, so I just found this picture of Sasha, and I think I'm gonna put some shelving over top like this. We can add some book clutter up there. We've got another little picture of leopard print and like some stars that match on that side, and I swear there was a bunny in here somewhere in the clutter category. I'm not seeing it, but our TV setup is gonna be like that, which honestly is iconic. I'm gonna do a matching deep red couch. Okay, so this is how Sasha's living room and kitchen turned out. So different from Cloe's so far, but I really like this one. It definitely does feel more modern, maybe a little more like sophisticated, but I feel like it does have that glam vibe. It's a little like funky. I do have a really small bathroom over here in this corner, and I actually grabbed the same color from the tile and I used it to add on to this wallpaper. This is gonna be another one that can really only fit like a toilet and a sink, so nothing too crazy in here. We just have the sink, we have the mirror, and just the toilet to the other side. So I'm thinking the second floor can be more of like a chill music lounge. I actually did see a custom vinyl record set in the workshop, so I'm gonna download that really quick. So now I have these custom record options, and we can have some real Rock Angels vinyl. I'm not sure, do they have another record? Wait, apparently there's another one that just came out in January of this year, and it's called BRATZ Angels Without the Rock, so I think it's a pop album, which is perfect for us because now we have more options. That's so funny, I didn't know the girlies were still making music. I'm really tempted to use this tiger couch in the corner. I'm adding some plants over here. We need an actual record collection, so I could use this shelf and make it taller, and then we can fill up the rest with books. I'm really trying to get the mood lighting right in here, so I've been like hiding lamps underneath the plants and stuff just to bring a little bit of light over to that corner. For a music room, we still don't have any instruments, so we should probably change that. I'll add in some guitars. We could even add the piano in here. And there we have Sasha's super chill music room. This looks like it would be such a fun like late night hangout spot. You can play some music in here, listen to some records, and I'm really liking the style of this house so far. We're gonna finish it off with this bedroom upstairs, and I forgot that I added the heart dresser, so I'm just gonna put that over here in the corner for now. We need a bed, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this modern looking one. I also found this glowing mirror. I'm just gonna put that in the corner for now. Would it be weird if we use these dice as end tables? I think it could work if we did a lamp on this side, then it kind of matches the height. I added a rug underneath with some plants over here in this corner. I'm also just making an open closet space over here. Then we could use the vanity lighting over top, and behind, instead of the paint, I can just add this mirror like that. So this is the closet I made for her. I'm also adding a bookshelf in the corner, and I still feel like the dresser doesn't match. I'm gonna keep moving that over. Maybe that can go in Yasmin's bedroom. Oh, I did download these like bulky Y2K computers. They're so bulky they barely fit on the desk. I think Sasha's pretty smart too. I think she's studying like political science or something. So I definitely want to include quite a few books on her desk. Oh, I also downloaded this Walkman. She definitely needs that too. It's part of that Y2K set. So this is called a Walkpera. Okay, so this is how Sasha's bedroom turned out. On this side, we have the computer slash study area. And then over here, we've got her bedroom with her built-in closet. I love that glowing mirror in the corner. And I'm weirdly not mad about the dice end tables. And then for the bathroom, since I didn't really use any of the logo art that I made, I ended up putting that in there with the black frames, some black accents and curtains. I tried to go for more of the orangey tones in here too, since I didn't use any of those in here. And on this side, she just has her shower. Okay, we have two complete. Next, we're ready to move on to Jade's. Jade's nickname is Cool Cat. Her favorite color is green, and she tends to be more adventurous with her style. She has a bit more of an alternative punk aesthetic, and she's a fashion lifestyle editor in BRATZ magazine. So I think this time we're gonna start with the bedroom. I found this divider that I thought would be perfect for in here, and I changed the wallpaper to a pink and black, and that pink is the one that matches her logo. In the bathroom, we have a black and white checkered wallpaper, really tying into that like punk vibe. And I've been neglecting this bed because honestly of the default swatch. It's kind of horrible, but I think if I play around with it, it might look good. Like we can do a black frame, maybe a green throw blanket since that's her favorite color, and then the blanket could be white, and we get some kind of animal print underneath for the rug. And then for the lamp in this corner, I really liked that one that we used in Sasha's music room, especially if we change the bulb color to pink. I think somewhere in here we need to use this weird mirror. Wait, how have I not seen this the entire time? This couch is in a lip shape and it looks just like their iconic lip BRATZ telephone. I wanted one of those so bad and I still do. I don't know if this is going to be a bedroom item. I might save it for downstairs. And also everyone is getting a built-in closet. Oh, there are Crocs I can put in my game. Okay, maybe we will have to keep the lip couch there because I really like this area so far. I really like this one so far because I feel like this one gives off the most BRATZ vibe of all of them. With the bold prints and the bright colors. I don't know, there's just something about it. On this side, I can add a bookshelf. I also have some iconic Jade pictures I can add. Okay, so this is how Jade's bedroom turned out. I added the little Kuromi plushie because the pink and the black just reminded me of her. I really like the closet over to this side. It also looks so good in here at night with all of the pink lights. This one for sure giving BRATZ. Now I'm just working on her bathroom and for now I just have this bathtub and I did add the pictures over top and I am loving using these columns as separators in a room. I feel like they make a room look so much more interesting and it kind of gets rid of just like that flat wall. And these have also been really nicely sized bathrooms up here too. I'm also just putting some shelves up here. I can add bathroom clutter on there. So this is the bathroom I ended up with for Jade. I can already tell this is going to be one of my favorite aesthetics that we're doing today. I love doing the punk aesthetics, especially in the black and pink. I think I'm going to skip the second floor for now. We're going to go down to the kitchen just because this looks a little bit smaller than Sasha's. So the living room is going to have to be on the second floor. But for this one, I'll get my counters. The layout of this one is going to be similar to Chloe's. So I've got my cabinets up, all of my counters are done, essentials. Now I'm trying to find a pink and black tile we can use. Okay, I found this butterfly tile and this flower one, and I'm gonna make my own by putting them together and I'm gonna try and make like a little checkered pattern with it. Like I actually feel like that's all I need to do. I put it in my game and I feel like it's not as good as the other ones. Maybe they're too big, maybe it has to be smaller. Yeah, it's definitely not as good as some of the other ones that we've had, but maybe if I change the wallpaper to match. Like I'll match the green since that's her favorite color. I'm gonna add some plants as clutter. Ooh, wait, I downloaded this matcha set and it matches the green in the tile. So I'll have a little bit of the matcha clutter. So far it's cute, but I feel like the upstairs was so bold. We have to bring in that boldness in here somehow. We could try a black table and then I'm gonna try and match the chairs to the pink in the tile. We've got a little centerpiece going on the table. We've got a little BRATZ picture right here. And I think this kitchen turned out pretty interesting. It's giving like a pastel goth sort of vibe with like the pastel colors, but then there's like some gothic decor in there. I think for the middle floor, I'll go back to like that bold look, but I don't hate this one either. She also did have just a small bathroom over here with the toilet and the sink, so I finished that off. All right, now we have the final room in Jade's house. For this one, we're back to the black and pink. I'm gonna keep that punk vibe and I'm gonna use some more of my art because I spent more time than I should have on this art. So we gotta put it up. Maybe we'll just do the posters. I think I like how the posters look better than the tapestry. I am so excited for Paralives to have pet stuff because I would love to turn this into a little cat lounge. Oh, maybe for Jade we could do a little gaming room. We can get some little green office chairs. I'll put the chandelier over top. I want to use this mirror that we used in Sasha's room somewhere. Maybe I'll put that in the corner for now. Oh, there are custom round pillow options now too. That would have been so good for the logos. I think I'm overusing the cat one in here though. So I'm just gonna add this star pillow instead. I think I also want to add a speaker in here. I can add some of the Y2K gaming stuff, including this Tamagotchi. Like how cute. I'm definitely putting one of those in here. I was obsessed with my Tamagotchi. I brought that thing everywhere. I took care of it all day. I guess my obsession with life simulation games goes even further back than I thought. I think I'm gonna do more of the custom skateboard art and I'll change that over to some more iconic looks. Ooh, we could also maybe do an easel over here. Maybe we can add Hello Kitty over here in the corner on this shelf. We just need to fill this up a little bit more with some more books. There's a cat book here for her. Maybe I can also shrink this ottoman and make it look like a little cat bed. And I'll just put that over here in the corner. Okay, so we have Jade's gaming room. We've got the laptops over there. There's an opportunity for creativity in here too with the easel. I love how every single one so far has a really chill like hangout spots for the girls. And I'm honestly really curious if I can make BRATZ in Paralives. I kind of want to try. I haven't done any of the Paramaker challenges yet. We'll see. But for now, we're ready to move on to Yasmin's townhouse. Yasmin's nickname is Pretty Princess. She loves earth tones and bohemian-inspired textures. She loves thrifting, and her fashion style is a retro cool aesthetic. She also loves animals, and she's the trends editor in BRATZ magazine. So I think we have to start again in the bedroom to get a really good vibe of the overall place. And we have to use this heart dresser. We can't abandon it. I think for now I'll put this over here in the corner. I was picturing something like this for her bed. Another thing I thought of right away were the egg chairs. Maybe I'll save these for the floor below this, but definitely want to incorporate these somewhere. For her townhouse, I wouldn't mind using more like natural items. Like this lamp I downloaded is so cute. It is really small. I wish I could make it bigger. I guess I could actually make it bigger. I'm just gonna use the toggle tool and play around with the proportions a little bit. That's perfect. I could definitely see her with a tapestry, but it might be a lot on top of this wallpaper. So maybe I'll just put that over in the corner for now. I'm gonna use a woven rug underneath the bed. Oh no, where did my lamp go? Maybe I can't actually make it bigger. I also think this one is gonna be the plantiest one. I want to have hanging plants. We can use the Polaroid vines. I have this mirror here that has shelving. Ooh, and the shoes do fit in there. Okay, I'm gonna add some shoes in this shelf. Now our shelf is looking cute. I added some hanging plants on there. There's a little poof there by the window for putting your shoes on. I think I'll also add a small rug in this area. This wooden bench could be cute at the end of the bed too. On there we could just add some pillows. Maybe I can find some blankets to put on there. Perfect. And I guess we need a new lamp. I'm making a small seating area here in the corner. And I guess I do have room for a little walk-in closet right here. Yeah, that's gonna look cute leading into that area in the back. I just have to fill up this corner space a little bit. I just changed the color of my counters here so they match the columns I'm using. I'm adding in some clothes. And then on this side, I'm adding this bigger shelf with a little lamp on there. And I'm loving the colors that we're using in this one. All right, so this is how Yasmin's bedroom turned out. The colors in here are so pretty. They're so warm. I love that each room so far has had their own little walk-in closet situation, but they've all been different. Here it is over to the other side with the walk-in closet, the pretty princess picture, and we have this seating area over in the corner. I also really like how this one is laid out. That last minute closet edition was perfect for this room. I think for her bathroom, we're gonna do a shower plant. She seems like the kind of girl that would have eucalyptus in her shower. We can do a plant in this corner. We can do this sink over here on this side. Oh, and we could do some animal pictures in here too. Like maybe 2 of the super cute fluffy dogs. All right, so there we have Yasmin's bathroom. For the second floor, I already had some stuff going on down here, so I'm gonna add a little seating area. I downloaded this flower table recently and I just put a salt lamp on top. We could definitely use some more seating here around this table. And I kind of want to get a little more pink in here so that I can make these pictures work somehow. So I just changed up some of the swatches to that like purpley color to match. I really just had to go in and pick a few things, and that way now everything looks a little bit more cohesive. I think this townhouse ended up a lot bigger. I have way more room in here. So I'm just adding a TV here. I'm also adding this mirror space in the corner. So this is what we ended up with for Yasmin's second floor. I did add some instruments in here. We've got a couple guitars, the TV area, a little lounge spot back here. And then coming to the back, I also added this mirror spot, and there's a computer because I just needed a little something extra to fill that corner. Then finally for the kitchen, again, this is a really beautiful, big, bright space. I want to go with more of the retro appliances. I probably could actually wrap this around and turn it into an island piece. I just changed it up like this. And then I could just add some bar stools underneath. We need a sink, so I'll add that there. I'm adding some cabinets. I'm adding a big plant in this corner for some separation. And in this one, I have space in the back so I can add my dining table here. For Yasmin's tile, I just made this one, which I'm just gonna separate at the end with a column. And tying the whole thing together, this is what I did for Yasmin's kitchen. We've got the dining area in the back. I added that rattan shelf there with some clutter. To this side, we have all of our appliances, our prep area, our island, and I also added a little hutch over here. So that's been us building 4 different townhouses for BRATZ dolls and Paralives. I'm learning that Paralives takes me so much longer to build with picking all of the swatches and making all of the custom art. I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun, but this is definitely the biggest build I've ever done in Paralives. It really did take me a hot minute. So if you guys like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know any other video ideas you want to see in any game as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.